Hi everyone and happy Tuesday. Welcome to the second part of this video with our gingerbread houses. Now we're going to add lots of colour to the page. I'm going to do a sort of big mix of different colours and you'll see how in just a moment. I'm just choosing my first colour. I'm going to start with this mauve. Okay, now I've left it open because I'm going to be adding bits of mauve all over the place, and particularly the roofs. So I feel that each of these roof tiles on here and here and here look like they might be a sweet. I'm thinking Smarties, you might think like M&Ms, things like that. A sort of rounded, crisp coloured coated sweet with chocolate in the middle, that sort of thing. So I'm going to do them sort of multicoloured as if they're these sweets. So I'm going to make it really dark near the top by layering up and then fade it a little bit towards the bottom. Not too much, we still want some colour all the way there, like that. I've coloured over the edge of the candy cane. Don't do that. Well, I assume this is a candy cane. So that's our first one. Now what I think is quite nice actually, looking at this roof, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've got 5. Maybe we've got more there. No, forget that. I was concocting an idea which I'm going to now ignore. So we'll do this one. It's gonna, I don't think it'll look contrived because each one's gonna be in the same order. It makes it easier for us to do it this way. Oh, I'm hot. I've been rushing about. I've been hanging up Christmas cards. We had 11 today. Amazing. Such lovely people sending us all these cards. I'm trying to think if I want any anywhere else at the minute because there's these little dots, things like that. But I'm not going to worry. I didn't tell you actually. Next colour, I'm just picking. Yeah, I'm going to go for an orange. This is the dark cadmium orange. I went over all of the colouring that we did in yesterday's session again. So I went over every house and I think I used the wrong colour because they all look a bit similar now rather than being a few different shades of colour. But in the end I just thought, never mind. And I sort of redid the window bits as well. So just to make it look a little bit neater because I wasn't very happy with how it looked. I did tell you I might do that and I did. I just sat here at my desk after enjoying the peace and quiet and colouring it. Peace and quiet. Everyone's home now. Husband's home. He's finished work for the Christmas now and so everyone's here. But they're all really quiet actually. This is permanent calming at the moment because boys have finished work. I was helping one son proofread his essay. He needed to eliminate some words and he wasn't sure where, so I gave him a few indicators and help and proofreading and blah, so that was good. And the other son wasn't really into it, so he just stopped. Husband's home from work. He's supposed to be working away, so it's quiet. I can hear a bit of talking actually now, my boys. Quiet. So I thought I would come and just finish this off. I had stopped and had a drink and yeah, hung up my 11 Christmas cards, and they weren't all for me. Well, none of them were just for me. They were either for me and husband or all for us, or some of them were for the children. So anyway, but the children never hang them up. They like them, so hang them up. I do it. No one's any good at using the little clips. This is Pink Madder Lake. You know those little pegs that you hang cards up with? It's not like a clippy peg. It's just one that you slip on, and nobody seems to be able to manage it apart from me, and I don't really know why. They're not very good at knowing how to pinch the card string and the card together properly. And then even if they use, we have some pegs which are more like proper pegs, like clothes pegs. Those are a bit easier, but they still don't seem to know how to do it with those. That's I'll do it then, shall I? I'm only the shortest, you know. Don't mind me. We definitely need a green, I think. Next. But which shade? That shade. I think the permanent green. I'll just drop it. It's a bit little. Got away from me. Permanent green. Yeah, boy's having a jolly old natter now. That's good. Sometimes they sort of, one of them likes to be right, and the other one gets a bit annoyed when the other one's being a I'm right and you're wrong type thing going on. So, but sometimes I intervene. But they usually get on okay. It's teenagers, isn't it? But they having a nice chat now about their game, I think. Right, yellow. Which one? This one, I think, because it's long. Look how long it is. This is like chrome yellow. Hopefully it's not too light. No, it's fine. Might have to layer it up a bit so it shows up. I don't want to fade that too much or else we won't see it. I have a lot of snow in this picture, and colouring snow is tricky. Now I do have a request for a snowy video from a Mireille Trolley book, which I am going to do, but not quite yet. I'm doing more specific Christmas rather than wintry snow, because I can do wintry snow through January and even February, but Christmas is a limited time, so I want to sort of do all my Christmas things. This is manganese violet, all the Christmas things that I want to do with you first, and then think about snow and winter pictures after. There's plenty still to do. I have got, obviously I know that I have promised you the why did I start there instead of there? Not that it matters. I know I've promised you the page from Johanna's Small Victories with the winter what's it called, wreath. I think that's a little bit more Christmassy because it's got the holly, mistletoe and poinsettias. Now I know they're just winter plants, but we really, I feel personally, maybe I'm speaking for everyone, I might not be, I personally think they're just Christmas, you know, really Christmassy. I was going to do another green, but we're going to have two greens together then, but maybe that doesn't matter. We could go back to the beginning and start again, but then we'll have two purples next to each other. That's not a good idea. Oh, we've got two purples there and there. Look at that. Oops, never mind. I don't really want a red. We've got the crimson, the, was it permanent carmine? I was trying to say something else, that's wrong. Where should we go? I don't want blue. I don't like blue sweets. Not for me. We could do another pink. No, something between orange and yellow. Nope. A lighter pink, like a salmon. Different red. Oh dear, I'm being very indecisive. I know, we'll do this colour. Do the light phthalo green. It's not really like a green. I think it's more like a purple. No, it's just more minty, isn't it? Like a mint green. I was going to do more than just the roofs at this point. I was going to do these sweets and other bits and pieces, but I've not now. But what we'll do is we use these same colours for the rest, you know, so we don't use a billion trillion colours. Just the million. Wouldn't it be nice if there are a few more Polychromos colours? To get rid of a yellow. And give us some, I don't know, we've got a lot of blues as well. Where are we going next? We don't really want pink. It could go that sort of orange, a lighter orange. Or maybe we could just repeat now. I think that's quite a good range of colour. I'm going to start again, so I'm going to go back to the mauve. Now at this point you could now know how many colours you're going to be using. So you could put down all your mauve and it will be a lot quicker in a way, because you wouldn't have to keep, excuse me, swapping pencils. But the problem is that you have to count, and you might get it wrong. And you might not mind. You might want it more random. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to keep with my pattern. So what I do is I've got my pencils here, you can see them, is when I've used one, I put it to the front. So take from that side and put that side, and then they'll rotate round. If you get lost, it doesn't really matter. But you can find your order again from the ones you've done already. Got orange on there now. Hear my son coughing. We're all still coughing. It's been very noisy, my poor neighbour. But then he had this for a few weeks, not long ago. So yeah, we could hear it. He actually messaged me to ask us if we were okay because he could hear us coughing through the wall. But I haven't seen him since, actually. He's been working, so he's not been in much. I think husband's seen him. They took a parcel round or something. I don't know. Anyway, we did get a Christmas card for someone I'd never heard of, and I was really confused, and I was staring at it going, who's that person? And then my son goes, look, it's the wrong address. So I'll have to re-deliver that one when I'm a bit better. I also had to sort through the parcel my husband brought back from my mum's. I'm not doing a very good job of fading it to the tip, and I'm debating whether I prefer it not faded anyway. I dug the cards out, which was some of the ones that I hung up, and just arranged the rest so it went under the Christmas tree. Ready for the big day. Still quite far away really, which I'm glad about because I'm nowhere near ready. But I like the build up and the excitement is, I think it's almost better than the day itself. How come I'm on yellow already? Yeah. Let's go green yellow. Oh, doing it in the wrong place. Oh dear. See, this is what happens. You get talking and distracted. No, I say you, I mean me. I get talking and distracted. I'm sure you don't. You probably get distracted by someone talking, i.e. me. Now, is that? That's that sort of slight. Yeah, it is. Right, and we can finish this one. That bit. There we go. This one. Now I'm not sure what to do on these little bits on this one. Now we go around again. It's hard to know. Could leave them white like icing, but we don't know yet. Just thinking about what my favourite things are about Christmas. My sort of recently, it's all different when you're a kid. Things are a bit different. I remember so excited I couldn't sleep because I think we didn't get presents all year round very much. Although we were quite spoilt, we'd be taking night to the sweet shop and things like that, get a little bit of 10p here and there to spend on some bag of crisps or something. We didn't get given big gifts very often unless it was Christmas or birthday, so it was really exciting to be able to get all these new things, you know, new dolls, games and whatever it might be, and to have my sister, who was the same age as me, also getting very excited. it would sort of, you know, we would push each other in our excitement. So that was always good. One thing we used to do when we were little was we would phone Father Christmas. Now my mum would phone the number. I don't know how she knew the number. I don't know if I ever asked her. And you would listen down the phone, and Father Christmas would be telling a story. And he would say, "Oh, hello, boys and girls. And I'm going to tell a story about something or other." Sometimes we would phone, you'd be in the middle of one, you know, and so you'd have to wait till the end of that story, and then a new one would start, and you could listen to that one, and he might ask you what your names were, and you would speak, and he wouldn't reply, but he'd just say, "Oh, hello," and then tell a story about himself, or like Rudolph or something like that, or the elves. So that was something we would do on Christmas Eve. And my sister has a different tradition with her children. They always go out and have a walk and look into the sky for the sleigh. So I don't know if they still do that. I think they do. Her youngest is 11, I think. I think he still gets quite excited. I think the older ones don't. She's got, how old's her next boy? Is he 13? And then she's got an 18-year-old and 21-year-old, so they don't get mega excited. In fact, almost the opposite. My son is already excited because he knows that he's the computer games that he wants, we've already given him, but he can't play them because they're downloads off a website called Steam. They had a sale, so we bought them for him in the sale, but he's not allowed to play with them until Christmas, so he's very excited about that. And they're all downloaded and ready to go, but no playing. He's a good boy, he doesn't do that. He knows it spoils it. And yeah, I wrapped my present the other day, so it's exciting. I like wrapping it a bit early so that I forget what it is. I was going to wrap husband's while he was out this morning, but I didn't get time, but he'll go out again, I'm sure. But I can do it in here anyway. No one will notice. No one will come in. But I need some more sellotape. So I can't do too much. So here are candy roofs. What I tend to do is get a white pen and draw a bit of shine on each one so they look like they're really shiny and candies. But we won't do that now. We'll move on to another bit. We need to do this, let's sort of methodically work through now, and I come in a little bit closer. There we go. I'm not going to come in mega close, but a little bit closer. It's got this loop on the top of here. Now, it could be like a whirl of candy cane, or we could do something solid in the middle. I'm thinking I'd rather do something solid in the middle, so I'm going to use our Pink Madder Lake and do a middle bit. I don't normally colour it like this, but it's quite nice to do it differently. If you want to see, by the way, how I coloured my other ones, I do have a comparison flip through of, this is the permanent carmine I'm going to use for half the stripes. I do have a comparison flip through of my two Johanna Christmas books, so you can have a look and see how I coloured it twice. So it's a bit of fun, I think. I quite like that just left in white, but I think I'm going to do it green. No, that's not going to work. Do it purple, manganese violet. That'll match better. Because I'm going to do a pastel sky, I need to make sure that I don't have those big white bits up there, or else it's just going to get covered with my pastel. Okay, now I've got these candies to do now. Actually, I'm going to do the windows. Are all the windows? Can I get all the windows in the shot? Not quite. Let's come out a bit. Now, what I do with windows is I do them to look like, a lot of people put boiled sweets in the windows and melt, so when they cook the gingerbread it melts and then looks like a little, I think it's adorable. So I'm going to use my dark chrome yellow and colour in my windows as if we've done that. Now this one has got stripes on. I'm going to colour over them. I'm just going to do all of the windows the same. So I'm going to layer it up quite a bit, so it's quite a thick layer. And then just work around the page. Now I was thinking I haven't actually ordered myself or asked for any colouring supplies for Christmas, so I won't be getting any new, but I treat myself up through the year anyway. But I have been given a little bit of money by a few people, and so I might get something, but I'm going to wait probably to see if there's a sale after Christmas. I also want to see whether I do get them from anybody, you know. It's very unlikely, I'm not expecting, but just in case, you know. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll just, and if the price comes down after Christmas I can get them a little bit cheaper. I also need to make up my mind which ones I want. So I think I know, but we'll see. It's worth colouring over and over a few layers so that it gets a fairly solid one amount. This one is, the smaller ones actually are better with a sharp pencil. You should do quite so many layers. It's looking a lot more colourful even just with those couple of roofs done, isn't it? Well, couple, there's three. You know what I mean. Can you see me down here? Yeah. Excuse me. So I hope you're all getting ready for Christmas. I know some people go all out and do loads and loads of things. They might go on holiday, or they might go somewhere abroad to do their shopping and then come back and pack up all their presents and to excuse me, and then sort of host big parties and go to different houses and all sorts of things, you know. So many different things that you could do. We're actually going to a panto this year. We haven't been for a long time. We're actually going to the place where we've been once before, when the boys were 3, 4 maybe. We went to a panto. It's a very small church hall type panto, not a big city one. And one of the boys had a temperature, he was a bit poorly and he was a bit scared, so it was a bit tricky. But this time just me and my husband are going. The boys aren't interested, and his boss is in it, so we're going to watch that. So that's not until the end of January, but we're going out. We're going to do an art tour next week. It's not Christmassy, but there'll be Christmas trees and things at the place and Christmas gifts to buy and things like that, I'm sure. But that'll be quite nice. And we're also going to see some lights, I've told you before. So we're going to a place where they have lights outside and trees and things like that. You pay to go and have a sort of magical walk through the light. I've never done that before, only in sort of town Christmas lights, and I've always thought it looks fun. And there's a big one that I want to go to, but it's quite far away. So this one is really local, so I thought it'd be a good one to start with, to try out, see what it's like. It's cheaper, it's really close, yeah, about a 10 minutes drive, and it'll be fun, I think. And I'm sure it'll be recovered by then. Although it's, again, only me and my husband going, the children aren't interested, so they won't go. But that's fair enough. They don't have to. We used to get dragged around things when I was young, things we didn't want to do. I was always determined not to do that with the boys. They do have to do some things they don't want to do, as we all do, and obviously it is good practice to do things we don't like from time to time, but not constantly, you know. My husband used to get taken around sort of stately homes and National Trust properties, which he wasn't interested in. I used to get taken out for car drives. We would go to Cotswold villages, or we would just drive in the car, do nothing, just drive. We'd just go for a drive. Ugh, boring. Anyway, I'm going to grab my mauve again. I'm going to work back through in the order we did, and we're going to come out a tad. There we go. And work through some of these dots, like here that we've got a dot. So I'm going to do a mauve dot there. And we've got some around this window. There's no method, it's just random dotting. I might make that one symmetrical around the window, and that one, actually. I could do that with this door, but I can't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 was there. Hopefully. And let's make these symmetrical as well, and there. Otherwise it look a little bit strange, I think, maybe. Okay, let's do that one, and then we'll move on to our orange next. I think it doesn't matter which one you grab next. Now I'm thinking, if this one's symmetrical too, they're all, we'd only do those two the same, wouldn't we? Might do them all different. It might look a little odd. We'll do the next two up. Maybe we'll go down as well. Like that. This one will be these two. We've got some under here. Do all of those three, I think, in the same colour. Here, we'll do these two. And we'll do those. Quite hard to do a dot. Right, next we have the permanent carmine. And we'll just work through again. And as we go, we'll lose some of them because we'd have finished them. Pink Madder Lake. Is that it? Yeah. The lake word is interesting. It just occurred to me. You know, we have pale geranium lake, we have pink madder lake. I think we have some lake colours with lake in I don't think we can see that dot. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5. Hang on, we'll have to do that one. I think I miscounted. Never mind. No one's looking. It's just me talking to myself. Maybe a few listeners. Who knows? Right, the green, the impermanent green. I'm not going to do those two the same. I'm just going to do another one in a minute. No, we can't see that one. There we go. And then this one. You can just see how the colour is starting to bring the whole thing to life. I've got to sharpen my yellow. Particularly like this roof. I've always liked that roof. Light chrome yellow to colour, you know, in this particular page. Now here, these, I always think they're marshmallows. Therefore, a little trickier to colour because they need to be pastel colour. But we can conjure up a few pastelish colours. This is the manganese violet from this set. That's the last one of those. Yeah. Oh, I've just coloured on top of the yellow because I couldn't see it. What a doofus. Never mind. I like phthalo green. Excuse me, my voice has decided to disappear. I am trying to look after myself, by the way. I realise my voice indicates I'm not. Oh, it's gone now. This is the mauve. Back to mauve. Is it only that? Oh, it's like this one. Orange. I didn't colour this bit very well, even though I recoloured it. And this is the carmine. Pink Madeleine. I think I've got out of order. I have the green. It doesn't matter. Let's try the yellow. See if we can get it to show up. Go on. There we go. Right, so that is the dots. Now we've got this sort of boiled sweets. So we're going to do them a few different colours. I'm going to start with the yellow actually with this one. And what I tend to do with boiled candy, sorry my hand is really shadowing, is try and leave a little lighter bit in the middle. It's quite difficult to see with the yellow. Actually I need to make that symmetrical, don't I? I'm going to use the orange. Now I'm assuming by now that you've got the colours out in front of you, so I don't need to tell you the exact names. This is the mauve. So I don't know which orange it is or which yellow it is, but we've only got one out for doing the candies with. So hopefully you know. This is the pink Madeleine. I think I know most of them anyway. Oh, that looks vile. Don't want that sweet. You can have it. Ugh. It looks really sticky and sweet and vile. Right, let's grab a let's do green. Do something a bit different. This is our permanent green. Trying to go around the edge a little darker, a little lighter down the centre. Same on this one. I'm going to do these two the same. And then the same on this side. Obviously we can't see all of this bit, but it's okay. We can still do that. And then grab the orange. How long have we been going? Yeah, I'm thinking that we might make this into a 3-parter. I suspect you're all quite busy, and so doing a really long video is probably not the best idea at this time of year. So we'll do a bit more, but we will do the finishing touches on a later video. So we're going to do these three now, I think. So yeah, I'm still doing the orange, but this time we'll put it with the... Doesn't really go with everything, does it? That was probably a mistake. And I haven't done that bit. Oh, I'm going to do the yellow around here. And then I'm going to do the carmine on this one. They're two the same, they're symmetrical. Yeah. So I've got to do it on this one as well. I try and fade it a bit towards the middle to give it a bit of a shine, but it can just end up looking a bit scruffy. And then the middle one, we'll do pink and purple, so we use the mauve. This one looks like a humbug. Everton mint. Oh no, we're doing the same colours. This is manganese violet. Keep picking up the same ones. Do you like humbugs? Do you know what humbug is? Humbug is it's usually brown and yellow striped, and it's got I want these to be red and white, so I'm going to use my carmine on these. It's like mint, and it's a hard boiled sweet, but the centre is soft, so eventually it's sort of, you get, after sucking it for a while, it goes all soft and you can chew it. It's a bit like an Everton mint, which are black and white striped. Similar idea, that they go chewy in the middle, but they taste like toffee in the middle. Delicious, I think so anyway. Not that I really eat them. I can still remember how nice they were. So I'm starting red at the bottom on each one, and it just seems like red is at the top as well. Might not be there. I think that would be red. Anyway, have we got any more like this to do, I wonder? Let's see. See, that one could be, but it could be anything really, couldn't it? No. We've got a robin to do as well. Right, I'm going to leave that there. We don't seem to have done very much though, but it's taken quite some time. Doing lots of different colours takes a lot of time, and that's why I don't tend to do it very often. But there we go. There is our next bit. Some of them, like this one's almost finished. Just needs a door. Not too vital. I've got to think about what to do for this roof as well. But anyway, I'm going to go, so thank you for watching. Hope you have a super day and happy colouring.